Yeah, we're in a tough spot, you know. I think with the last 4 results, when you analyze the performance itself outside of maybe the first 15 minutes where we were a little nervy, I think we were trying to settle into the game. You can see this group is fighting and we have a lot of influence in the game, and you know, I just think that where we are right now, a little bit unlucky in terms of they didn't have very many chances on goal on the day, and you know, I think for us, we felt like we pushed the game, but we didn't create enough clear-cut chances ourselves either, and so in order to get out of this spot, we got to keep fighting, we got to stay together, and you know, that's a little bit of my message post-match, is that that's the only way that we're going to get into the spot that we want to be in. And these are difficult times, you know. They're challenging, but it's a long season too. It's a very, very long season. And everybody in this building right now, I feel what they feel. They want the club to be in a better spot. We're not there right now, and they feel that, the weight of that, myself included. But man, we're going to keep, as I said the other day, we're going to keep pushing forward. No doubt about it.
Made a lot of changes to the lineup tonight.
Yeah.
You kind of hinted at the goalkeeping one yesterday.
Yeah.
How do you think Barraza handled that? And if you could just comment on making some of those other changes.
Yeah, I thought Luis was really steady tonight. I was pleased with his performance, and I think he gave us, you know, his experience. He's a veteran that was able to make a couple good saves whenever he had to, and I thought it was a good performance from him. I thought Lucas McNaughton was also very solid. I think he had, you know, 1 or 2 giveaways that he's going to look at himself and say he's got to eliminate those. But on the whole, it's a solid night for him as well. So, you know, outside of that, a number of those guys, everyone else that has started this year. It's been a few matches since Brandon Cervania started, but again, I thought he had a really bright performance.
Jacob? Yeah, Coach, you kind of talked about a little bit about the slow start tonight. Just this 4-game losing skid, it looks like that first 15 or 20 or 30 minutes, you guys let up a goal early. Just what was it tonight, and how do you guys move forward and just come out a little bit hotter, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, you know, when we look back a couple matches ago against Columbus, we scored really early. So that was one match in which we started very well. And in this match in particular, I think that the guys were just trying to settle into the match and trying to play in the opponent's half. And I said this 2 days ago, I want us to always be ourselves. I want us to go out there and play the way that we know how to play with confidence. And we didn't see that probably until the second half. And in order to get out of this situation and start to turn these results over, man, there's not any minute in the game that we can let slide. And that's where we are right now.
And you kind of mentioned a little bit about the performance and the goal, but early on it felt like they had chances to go maybe up more than just one goal. What can you say about some of the good saves they had?
Yeah, I'd say probably at about minute 25, 30 is whenever we started to really settle into the game. And outside of that, we had to weather a couple of moments. But in the end, they don't have a lot on goal. I think they have maybe 2 or 3 shots on goal to our 2 shots on goal. So there wasn't a ton of action either way.
Jason?
Truman had asked about Brandon, especially given there's a lot of candidates to play in that role. What did you think of him coming into the team?
Yeah, Brandon has such a great ability just to settle us down, and he did that. I think you really saw that in the second half. He started to have some great link-up play with Jose Kojima, and then we started playing through the middle a little bit more. So that's what his skill set is, and that's what we wanted tonight. And again, I would have liked him to get on the ball a little bit more earlier in the game, but I think in the end he had a good 90 minutes.
And then you mentioned the lack of chances. Obviously, Christian was getting in the box and getting kind of bombed by center backs. He's 3-on-1.
Yeah.
Was there an issue maybe with those other runners coming in to sort of not just be a second runner, but then obviously they have to commit to not just triple teaming? What did you see on that front?
Yeah, I think this is accurate. You know, I mean, Christian's always going to draw the attention of the opponent whenever he's inside the box and we're serving. And so we're encouraging at least 2 more runners, if not 3, to get in the box with him. And they were there on the day. But, you know, maybe we need 1 more. And when you play 3 center backs, obviously you're going to have 1 more number at the back than higher up the field. And that was the choice we made tonight.
Was that?
talking to us. What did you back on that front? There was a lot of physical action, especially midway. Started the second half, into the midway through. What were your thoughts on the physicality of the play on both sides? And did you think, not to say that the ref let things go, but did you see it on your aspect of?
I thought it was pretty even tonight. I mean, I think maybe one or two calls could have gone our way, but I thought it was a physical match. We play a physical match ourselves always, and since he does as well, so I didn't have any problem with that.
Troy, first off, thanks for your time. I in the second half, felt like you guys were really pushing. You created a lot of chances. Obviously, you know, weren't able to get the equalizer. You still view the second half as kind of a positive in how many chances you were able to create and how effective you were at getting those opportunities to maybe pull it back.
Yeah, look, the second half. I mean, this is what we have to do. Obviously, the score line's 1-0, so we have to respond, and the guys did that. You know, I think I would have liked to see a little bit more final product from some of the pressure that we had in their half, but certainly from every single player out there, man, you can tell that they're trying everything possible to find big moments in the game, and I'd like to see, you know, more of our performances replicate what the second half looked like. That's what we should look like every single minute that we play.
Last to hear from Bob first.
So, Coach, every time I hear you talk, you always paint this picture. Makes it sound like we have no reserve or level of intensity that we don't see it on the field.
Yeah.
This is the second season, and my question to you is, so, you know, it's kind of like today's mission was kind of to rebound after that loss on Sunday.
Yeah.
But the fact that we lost by 1 goal instead of 6, I don't think that's a victory, do you?
No, I agree with you, man. I mean, I think everything that you're saying is exactly right. We're not coming in here saying that this was a wonderful day for us. I think everyone right now, again, as I alluded to with Steve earlier, we feel the pressure of not having results in the last 4 matches. I think at the same time, though, we have to speak honestly about what the second half was, and the second half is what we want more of. But we also want a result with that. There's no doubt about that.
Last one here.
Coach, in the second half, did you bring more strikers in the game? Why you don't do that in the beginning? It's all the time only Benteke. We can see many games. The players has the ball to Benteke.
Sure.
And I love Benteke, but I feel like the other teams, they already know our game, and you have more strikers, right? You're taking advantage of those players.
Yeah, it's, again, a fair question. I think from our standpoint tonight, with us choosing to play 3 at the back, that's obviously going to take one more number higher up the field. And, you know, that's the choice we made to kind of shore things up a little bit from 2 out of the last three performances that we gave away too many goals. So we wanted to start there and have a good base of trying not to give much away. And in general, I think we always try to push to have more numbers in the attack. And I think we've done that pretty consistently over the last, 15 months since I've been here. Christian's obviously a focal point in our team. There's no doubt about that. But, I think other guys are going to step up. They're going to step up, especially whenever they get their opportunities.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.